guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a collaboration video. This is a fall glam collaboration with Missalaineyous. I'm going to throw her look right up here. If you click on her look, then it will take you over to her channel. I'll also have her links down in the down box below so you can go check out her video as well. So this is my take, the one that I'm wearing right now. So I'm doing this kind of like yellowy purple color with a dark lip. So if you'd like to see how I created this look, then just keep watching. Alright, so I've already primed my eyes. As you can see, this is the look we're going for. So here, we're just primed. So let's go ahead and get started. So as always, I'm starting out with Blanc type, and that is going to be just my base shadow, just to make blending easier later on. I'm using a large shader, E60 by Sigma, to apply. And we're just applying that all over our lid. So now we're going to go for transition shadow. I'm going to be using Beaches and Cream by Makeup Geek. And it's just kind of this matte, kind of sandy, little more of a warm sand color. And I'm just taking that on a MAC 217 brush. And we're just going to apply this basically from the crease, blending towards the brow. But we're going to add a little bit more than normal, kind of from this corner, heading towards our brow. I just think that's interesting for this look and whatevs. And then take a little bit more on your blending brush and just run it under the lower lash line. I add a pretty hefty bit under my lower lash line because I really like to blend and buff that out. It can make my eyes that are not super huge look a little bit bigger, but that's up to you. So using that same blending brush, we're going to use a little bit of MAC Uninterrupted. This is like a brownish mustardy color and it's matte. So just take a little bit on that on your brush again, and we're going to do basically the same thing, but we're not going to blend it up as far. This is going to be a little more of like a crease color. My kind of inspiration for this fall glam look, since that was what we were calling it, was, so here in Utah, we've already had like, it's freezing at night, so our leaves are starting to be more kind of like bruised and decayed, and so that's why my whole makeup is kind of like the color bruised like fruit, but I think it works. So I'm like filming in a different spot than I normally do, and I haven't really figured out my setup, so I'm like trying to look down weird into where my mirror is. So just a little bit of that on the lower lash line. And make sure that you really have blended it up kind of towards the brow, so we just have a little more definition in that area of the eye. Just make sure that it's all blended. Basically looks pretty. Now we're going to start getting kind of our purples going. So I'm taking a Sigma. This is their Smell Tapered Blending Brush in E45 and a MAC Sketch, which is a satin finish. It has a little bit of kind of like flex you can see in it, and it's just this kind of purple with a little more like red to it than the color we'll use later. So it's a pretty color. Just take a very little bit on your brush, and then we're just going to start lightly blending this over the lid. I'm using back and forth motions because we don't want to like pack on a ton of this color, because again, we're kind of going for that very delicate, almost like bruised fruit colors. I know that sounds crazy and that sounds like gross, but it's gonna look good, guys, don't worry. So yeah, just keep blending and slowly build the color up, and don't be afraid to push it towards the crease. We're not gonna go all the way in this kind of area. We're gonna leave that blank because, as you can see, we're gonna add a little bit of gold later on. And so keep the largest amount of the purple on the outer corner. So now we're going to actually purposely kind of bring it into the crease. So we're going to make sure that we have it just on the tip of our brush. And start blending into the crease. Let me know if you like this kind of setup instead of the other one I had going on. I'm just trying a couple different things, so let me know what you prefer. So you can see it's just barely up here in the crease. So I'm gonna look straight ahead for a second and bring that up a little bit higher. That's just because my eyes are hooded, so I kind of have to do that. So take a blending brush and blend that real quick. This is a Sigma E25 blending. So, I don't know how much you guys know about color theory, but obviously purple and yellow are opposites. We got a lot of kind of yellowish tones up here, so as you can see, they're kind of muddy when they blend. So you want to be pretty careful with your blending. We are going to add a berry in there later so that we can kind of take away that look, but just so you know, be wary, don't over blend this. Now we're going to take a pencil brush, and I'm using a Sigma E30, and then we're taking Shadowy Lady by MAC, and this would be a matte, like a little more violet because it's definitely more on the blue side, but it's a very nice kind of purpley violet color, and this we're just putting in the outer V. So I always open my eyes straight up to get the top half of my V because obviously my eyelids eat it. Then we're just gonna blend that all again. And because these are really dark purple colors, it might just take you a little bit, so just keep blending until it's all soft and diffused. Alright, so now that you've blended for half your life, now we're gonna go ahead and add our kind of highlight color. So I'm using a MAC 242 to apply this. And what I'm doing is first applying Gold Digger by Makeup Geek, which is just this really pretty gold. And you're just going to pat this right in the inner corner and on the lower lash line. And then we're going to take some of Shimma, which is just kind of like a champagne-y shimmer eyeshadow, and go right over that because we don't want like extreme gold here. So now take a fluffy kind of blending brush. I'm using a Hakuhodo BJ142, and I'm taking a little bit of Bitten, and I'm just barely tapping that. Bitten's by Makeup Geek. And we're just gonna put this in the crease, and that's gonna give us a really, like, this just kind of seals the deal. And it makes that kind of transition color, purple into this whatever color, just totally work so well. And then I'm just taking a pencil brush, and I'm just taking a little bit of sketch just on like the lower quarter of my lower lash line. And then as always, you want to blend that out. Okay, so now we're going on to eyeliner. I'm going to line my inner waterline with brown. This is NARS Larger Than Life, and this is in Via de Martelli. So I'm just going to line my inner waterline with that. And then I'm just tight lining with Rimmel Scandalize in black. Actually, I think it's noir, whatever. So now we're just gonna add a little bit of winged liner. You can do this or not, it's up to you. I'm gonna use Trooper by Kat Von D because that one's my favorite liquid. Curly lashes. Add some mascara. I'm using Maybelline's Full and Soft. Always waterproof and always black. That's a lie. It's not always black and it's not always waterproof, but it is this time. And if you failed like me and got some mascara on your eyeshadow like I just did, wait for it to dry before you do anything or you'll just make a smeary mess. And as always, MAC Extended Play Gigablack on the bottom lashes. I don't know why, but I think Extended Play smells so bad, and I don't know why it smells so bad. Like, none of my other mascaras smell so weird. So as you can see, I'm just taking a clean brush and basically makes the mascara go away. It's like it never happened. And I'm just taking a Exact Blend E32 with a little bit of MAC Mylar, which is just a satin, basically off-white highlight to highlight my brow bone. And we're just gonna pop up some lashes. I went super dramatic today because since it's, you know, fall glam collaboration, I decided we were going to be dramatic. I'm using House of Lashes glue because that one's my favorite, and I'm using their Pixie Luxe. And so we're just gonna pop those on. So this is our finished look. Alright, so this is how I finished off the look. I used a little bit of MAC's Warm Soul for the blush. I didn't want the blush to be too crazy, so I went with this, and it complements those kind of orangey colors we already have on our eyes. And then for lips, I went with NARS Train Blue, just because that, again, this is a very fall color for me, so. And it's very kind of more on the glam side, so I thought this was fitting. Don't forget to go check out Missalaineyous' video as well. That's, again, in the down box below, and I'll put another link somewhere here on the screen. If you'd like to follow me on my other social media and keep in touch, those will be in the down box below as well as at the end of the video, and I hope to see you guys again soon.